Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you for tapping into the Authentic Podcast, Intriguing Nerds. Oh, yes, we bringing it now. I'm your host, JT, here with my main man, Cairo Spencer, through the Zoom.
You know what it is. Ring light on. Let's go.
And we got the first lady returning for the first time this season, Miss Imani Faye. Hey!
So glad to be back. Hi, y'all. Happy New Year. All that good stuff.
Oh, straight hair going. Okay. Bangs? Those bangs?
I had something new.
She came in with a bang, for real.
Right.
Pun intended. And we also got a special guest host here, Kristine Taylor, Miss Comedian, Miss Funny Lady herself. How you doing?
Yo. Check it. How y'all doing?
She's supporting for all the Corona people, she's staying quarantined. Unlike me.
Wear your masks, people. Wear your masks.
Because in a couple of days, it's going to be mandated. So you might as well prepare.
Hey, I'm in my house. I'm actually, to be exact, I'm in my room. If I was in the living room, I'd have a mask on, but that's a different story.
I'm in my house, but me and Mr. JT Love Game over here.
I noticed that. I was like, why she gotta have her mask on?
We are not 6 feet apart. We are 6 inches apart. So I'm gonna do my part and keep a mask on. And it says I can't breathe because I got this damn mask on.
Oh, so you something.
I'm not.
Yeah, okay.
Follow the
I put it on for a reason.
Where was it at? You remember you was looking for it. Where'd you end up?
You know where I found it? It was like underneath something. It was in the weirdest. It was like in the weirdest place.
I was saying that too. I was like, it's somewhere you just probably just didn't. Wasn't thinking about. You just like, oh, it's usually when you know how you lose something, you be looking everywhere for it, and we finally give up on it. It's kind of when you find it, you're like, of course I should have.
You gotta relax. You gotta bring it together, go somewhere, then come back to it, and you'll find it.
I was just like that just now with the Zoom shit because it was getting so frustrating. I was getting antsy. I couldn't think right. Monty couldn't get on. Cairo couldn't get on. If you saw my expressions, I'm sitting there like, oh.
I was watching it the whole time.
Just lay back, like it'll work out.
I sat back and did meditation and chanting inwardly so that outwardly.
Inwardly
for us. See that?
Niggly.
He said inwardly.
Check-in time. She already checked in. What's up with the check-in, Cairo?
Well, my coronavirus check-in. I mean, I told y'all a little bit before, but I was, I've been working a lot this week. I got a chance to run down to San Diego to do a shoot. Came back up to do a music video. Did something else yesterday.
All in one day?
Huh?
All in one day?
No, I almost did 3 shoots in 24 hours. I almost did.
Nice.
I did 2.
Very good.
Put myself to rest. But no, I just found out someone I was working with on Thursday had tested positive.
No, go ahead.
So now I'm a little scared. I'm like, fuck, because I was like working right next to that person, and I'm like, damn.
Well, you quarantining right now by yourself. You look like you okay.
I'm quarantining. Huh?
You was working next to somebody who got the COVID now?
Yeah. Like literally the next day she got tested, and then she found out on Saturday that she tested positive. So I'm like,
COVID killing everything. The NBA season, people missing games, NFL, the playoffs on right now.
He didn't even mention the people. He said NBA games and the NBA. He didn't say nothing.
The 1 million people that are all sick. But no, I'm really more so mad because it's like, I obeyed the rules. The only thing I really left the house to do was to go to the grocery store and go do my job. But, not every production can test everybody. Some of them kind of have more of an honor system. Like, hey, like, you don't have any of these things, right? Okay, you're good. And in this case, this girl didn't get, tested beforehand, and shit happens. But oh well.
Your voice sounds fine,
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine. I'm healthy, as y'all can clearly.
I'm not about to play with that.
Haircut is going. I feel like my room anyway. New computer, so everything's all fresh and clean.
You wanted to talk about random coronavirus check-in. So last night I was because I worked all weekend, cleaning homes. I didn't tell you I had to work Friday and Saturday. I was just double homes, and then so I was like, I need to clear my mind. I got football in the morning. I got the podcast later. I want to go out. So last night I was aiming to go to the reggae after hours, and I met up with my friend. So she was like, "Let's pick up her friend who's going through some things," and I was like, "I don't really want to pick somebody else up, somebody who I met before," and this dude was taking forever, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm like this. I'm trying not to be an asshole, but I'm like, dude, hurry the fuck up. Mm-hmm. So
why are you outside?
Crazy about this. So it took like an hour for him to leave. So we get to the spot, we go to check it out. Well, before we got there, because it was on Manchester, it was no exaggeration, about 50, 60 police cars all going down Manchester. And we were sitting there like, well, it'd be funny if they just left that spot or whatever.
What time was this? Hold on a second, because I was out driving. What time was this at?
Like
12:30?
No, it was like 3 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
No, they probably shut down another one.
Okay, because
there was another one they shut down earlier in the night too, on Vermont or something.
On Vermont.
Yeah.
Yes, because I was over there and. Okay.
So that makes. So we went to the joint. It was like, and so I go in, and I asked what's going on. He was like, "Oh, it's over." He was like, "It was over before it got started or whatever." And then he mentioned something about they shutting down another joint. And then I'm leaving. I'm hearing them talking about they just got raided and things like that. I'm like, huh? I was like, maybe the police cars that we just saw. And then the security guard was like, the other spot got raided earlier in the night. That's probably the one you saw on Vermont. They had after hours on Vermont.
I know you wanted to go out, but like taking a walk.
To get a clear mind. But here's the thing, though. Everybody at the spot that we went to yesterday, we found out because a friend, she called her friend whose husband was at the after hours. It was like the police gave out almost 200 tickets. Everybody who was there got a ticket.
Of course they did.
As they should. Why are y'all at a party?
Yeah, well, I wonder what the ticket's going to be for, because the place, think about it, whatever that place is, they're shut down for good.
Yeah.
If we found out whatever that place was, it's totally shut down.
Ranges.
But it made me say, because this dude was agitating the whole time, like he's cool, but I like the older guy, he a writer, like he's so stuck on his, like it was just so agitated. But then when I had to think about it in retrospect, I was like, this motherfucker taking sweet ass time prevented us from getting a damn ticket.
That's right.
Yes, it did.
Or prevented you from getting a really bad case of COVID.
So
you know what I mean? With all those people out there sweating and slobbering, and
I'm saying, like, I get, like,
I know right now, I feel you, girl. I'm just like, ew, right? I before I thought it was good, but now I'm just like,
to Imani, who literally works.
And speaking of that, which good segue, we gotta welcome back. Miss Lola Clappers herself. Hey!
Sorry. Hi, y'all. It's good to be back. But yes, I have been working in the medical field. I work in a medical center, which I would not say the name of. But yeah, it's been crazy because COVID came. COVID. That's not.
You would. I'm telling you, niggas gonna be sick. Niggas like, I think I got the COVID. Is that nurse? Imani Faye here. Not knowing that's your stage name. Don't even know that. We don't know no Imani Faye. They're like, she's a little red bone joint, bangs, a little
caramelish.
They're like, that's not Imani Faye.
That's funny.
They're like, there she go right there. They're like, Asiana. Oh, did I say your name out loud? Oh.
I'll never forget when I found out her real name was Asiana. I was like, wait, has this all been a lie? For what? For what?
Why? Because Imani sounds so real of a name.
Thank you. Imani is my middle name, and Faye, it means faith in Spanish. Imani is the 7th principle of Kwanzaa, so I wanted faith, double faith. That's why.
And you know what's funny though? The fact that people didn't know Asiana was her real name, but that was her IG name. I guess it was like, maybe that's some special. Maybe they probably thought that was your actress name. Like maybe that's her, Asiana Rose. I can see that being an actress name. You know what? You want to see that new Asiana Rose movie? Hey, you want to see the new Asiana Rose movie?
But also featuring Imani Faye.
Featuring Imani Faye. Yeah, no, I had to change my handle because people were getting confused. My family was like, where are you on Instagram? So I had to change the name. But anyways, But yeah, no, it's been cool. Well, not cool. It's been crazy. Cases, of course, have gone up, so work has been bananas, to say the least. And we had the vaccine out, we got the test going. It's just been a lot. So, stay safe.
So I got a question.
Phase 2. Go ahead.
I got a question, Imani. Are they going to make you take the vaccine? Will you be taking it or?
No, it's voluntary.
Okay.
They suggest considering it, but it's voluntary only because of allergic reactions and stuff to it. So I personally chosen not to, but a few of my coworkers have taken the vaccine.
So you let us know when they start, looking like zombies and stuff.
No. They say after the second dose, that's when people start having side effects. Like the first dose, you're fine. The second dose, you may have a few symptoms. That's kind of mirroring or very close to COVID symptoms. So,
what's a symptom? An antler, or what's a symptom? An extra leg,
one horn this way.
Right?
Maybe an extra finger or arm. But yeah,
right? That's what I'm saying.
Just every day.
Now that's a symptom right there. That's a symptom.
Can never wear hats again. You'd have to always have haircuts.
What is going on?
I don't know.
But yeah,
you got a vaccine symptom under there.
You guys, I'm assuming you're not going to take the vaccine.
I mean,
no.
You don't even need to ask JT. He's conspiracy.
Right, this is a conspiracy. Yeah,
no,
I don't think any of us are taking it on. I don't think any of us on this computer screen are taking it.
I'm not inclined to take it.
I don't foresee myself taking it because I'm Black.
that's really that's the big.
That's all I really need to say. And I don't trust American medicine to truly have my best interests at heart, and the American government as well. Supposedly this is our first time of a change, but the American government, if they begin to change and prove themselves, then sure, I can put my trust in them. But for now, I don't know about y'all, but I put my trust in the Lord, and I put my trust in myself. And that's what keeps me healthy.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about the government right now after them daggone capital stuff, which I know y'all went over a little bit last episode, but after that, I don't know. That's just, I don't know. Just that compared to the protest.
Shout out to my. Sorry. No, I was supposed to just shout out to my little cousin, Monique, who was a police officer, who was actually on Capitol Hill. She wasn't on the side where the officers were getting ran, but she was on the and she's so small.
I saw you post a picture on Facebook.
Yeah,
shout out to Monique.
Yeah, her little cousin. Oh, she's so sweet.
She's single.
Little ankle biter. I was like, "What are you gonna do, girl? What you gonna do with them damn big ass motherfuckers?" I was like, "You better bite it."
You talking to her like she a Chihuahua or something, like a Chihuahua, Jack Russell Terrier, little ankle biter.
Did you see how she look? She look cute. She looked cute. I knew that's why. Honestly, I saw because I was just showing it for the love because I love my family. I saw all these likes. I was like, I know most of these likes ain't just because I'm showing her some love. They probably like, oh, that's his cousin. Is she an officer? Oh, she's cute. Okay.
And she's wearing a uniform. I mean, a woman loves a man in a uniform.
You about to say something sexist?
You still what?
Hilarious.
I didn't hear him.
He was about to say something.
I don't care. You can say what you gotta. You can say what you say.
No, I was waiting for you. I was wondering you gonna say, but it's true,
I didn't hear what you said. So if you said something, I would have came through this damn Zoom and smacked you. Nah, I'm just kidding. Nah.
I meant about the uniform thing, sir.
The uniform. Oh, about women. Like women love men in uniform. Men love women in uniform. A lot of men fetish like to smash them a little officer or a nurse or some shit like that. No pun intended, kind of pun. But yeah. No, but my cousin, she is happily involved with somebody for about 5 years. So she's very sweet, and he's a good dude too, which is cool because most of my family not to pick them sometimes. Maybe not the aunts and them, but the cousins, they do better. But I want to talk about so Ashanti Keisha Cole. Are we watching this Thursday?
Oh, it's this week.
Yes, this Thursday now. Just for the third time. 3 strikes you ain't. People give it up.
I mean,
Nobody got time for
I'm supposed to be working on Thursday, so let's hope I stay healthy, in which case I won't have time to watch.
Will y'all revoke my black card if I say I've never watched one of these verses? I haven't. No, I haven't.
None of them at all. Like 0. Not even a clip.
But okay, but my question is why?
Who's the one to start with?
Did you just not know about verses, or were you just like, were you just like, T-Pain?
No. No. I saw the T-Pain, that one. But I didn't tune into it. Does that make me fucked up?
I mean, like, why wouldn't you tune in? Like,
it does make me fucked up. It does make me.
You had something to do.
Where am I tuning in? I'm tuning in on what?
You can even log into Instagram on your computer, and as long as you have the IG Live thing, you can just put it on your computer and then do what you got to do. Have the music blasting back.
Hey, what
if I'm on my phone and I'm chilling somewhere? I just turn on IGTV.
Not even. You just go to the Versus page, and when they go live, it'll be on their story.
Yeah.
See, now I never knew that. I don't know why I never knew that.
Wow, that's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
You missed out on some history.
You know what? Good thing you can go back, huh?
So we're gonna do what time segment is this on right here? Okay, because what I'm gonna do. 17:25 mark. I'm gonna bring Sheldon in now because he ain't got that much time, and then we're gonna go back to the verses. Then I'm gonna edit it and stuff and go back. So he's already waiting to come in.
All right, what the hell does Sheldon do? Actor?
Yeah, he's been on he's been on Shameless. He was on a couple of seasons. He was one of the characters on Game Shakers, Rufus. He's been LeBron James's body double LeBron's whole career. Like, he'll talk more about it. So we want to bring him on.
I just want to know what the fuck he did before he got on here. But that was quick.
The man, Sheldon Bailey. What's good, brother?
Can you hear us?
You might have to take it off
right now.
He is at the gym. Hold on.
I'm mad. He's at the gym.
Hold on. Add him in. Hold on.
He's on there. We just can't hear him.
Yeah, that's all.
I'm good. You should hear me now. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sheldon.
Hello.
Man, what's going on, brother, man? How you doing, man? Happy New Year. Thank you.
Thanks. Let me walk out this. I'm walking out the store right now.
Okay, I thought you was at the gym in the middle of a set. I'm like, ain't no way he gonna talk to us while on the bench right now.
We was playing ball earlier, me and my son. We on a little road trip right now. We out here in Utah.
Oh, Utah.
So yeah, but I'm good. What's the word? What's up?
What's the word? We want to talk to you. He does look like LeBron a little bit, so I see why he was his body double.
Yeah,
I was telling about you. About your career, as a bronze body double. That's what it was, a body double, right?
Yeah. I just I don't work with them anymore in that facet though. Space Jam 2 was the last thing that I worked on with them.
Okay, so you did get to do that. All right, dope.
I did work on Space Jam 2. We helped create the basketball scenes and bring some of that basketball stuff to life. But most recently, I've worked with Zion Williamson.
Oh, okay.
I saw that.
It's been really cool. Yeah, it's been really cool, man. I feel just really fortunate as an athlete, as a guy getting up there in age, as far as athletics is concerned, to still be able to mimic, some of the moves and characteristics of some of the best basketball players in the world.
Okay.
You some other athletes too. Guys like Calvin Johnson. Yeah, man, I did kind of.
You did LeBron. You did LeBron for about a good 10 years, right? Now Zion.
11, 12 years. Threw Dwight Howard in there, Kobe in there.
Damn.
Shaquille O'Neal, Calvin Johnson, Antonio Gates. So yeah, man. I mean, I don't know who's like keeping track or whatever, but I mean, as far as sports body doubles concerned, I'm definitely I'm up there. I put together a nice situation for myself over the years.
Now, would you prefer since you've done a lot of body doubling, would you prefer being somebody's body double or like, nah, bro, I'm the one in front of the camera. We watching me.
Man, I don't prefer to be nobody body double at this point in the stage of my career. I like the Zion Williamson situation because it's just like fresh and new. I mean, the kid is 20 years old and he's, on top of the world as far as, basketball is concerned. And it was something good. For me, it's like kind of like a bounce back from LeBron. You know what I mean? So I rock with it to a certain extent, but that's kind of what happened with the LeBron situation. It was a bit of a clash because I'm not your typical stand-in body double. Like I got real serious acting credits, and I don't feel like they ever really gave me my credit or the just due for the job that I was doing.
They weren't paying you enough.
I gotta wait, huh?
They weren't paying you enough.
No, I think it's
nah. We did it for like this. They never helped me get paid. Let me put it that way. You know what I mean? Like I got co-signed, but like, all right, cool, that's our guy, cool. But whenever it was coming down to negotiations, I could never go to them and be like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, can I get paid for real? Like niggas ignore me. Or like, we doing the same thing for like 11, 12 years. And I'm like, what's up? Like, can we get a contract? Can we do something like?
I feel okay. Yeah.
I done survived through like three barbers, 4 stylists. You know what I mean? Like everybody coming and going, they all getting deals and contracts. I'm like, like what's the situation? What's up?
And he said he wants some commitment. He wants stability.
Yeah, he don't want no franchise tag. No franchise tag me. I need a Supermax or something. Or not even that. Just give me something.
Give me the max double deal. Yeah, you know what I mean? Whatever the max double deal is, I need it. And it never came. And so, I was perturbed by that because I was out there negotiating my own deals. And it's not like there's an agency out here that really has body doubles or stand-ins on tap. You know what I mean? So I had to negotiate and do these things over the years on my own.
Because you got a certain unique look that fits.
Well, you're not SAG or anything?
Of course I'm the union, but see, this is the thing. Like, let me school you on the body double job, right?
Let me know.
So you do the body double job, but when it's come to SAG commercials, if your face isn't seen, they don't want to give you residuals. So I came into the situation where I'm watching the commercial and the whole commercial is me. Like, and you see LeBron's face for like a second, but all the other basketball stuff, all like that's all me. And I'm like, hold on, like, cause you don't see my face. Y'all not trying to like. I did the whole commercial, son. Like, so it got to this thing. Like, all right, cool. If my body appears on camera as LeBron James, I'm entitled to full residuals. You know what I'm saying? Just like any so, but it was always like a clause. We had to write a clause in there. Like I had to, like, all right, cool. This is what the deal is. But so we write a little clause because if you didn't write the clause, sometimes like we had a situation with Sprite, we didn't write the little clause in there, and here I am, like I'm holding the Sprite bottle, I'm all up in the Sprite commercial, and they don't pay me residuals, and this to go all the way to corporate Coca-Cola office and all this, and you know what? Instead of being able to be like, oh, yo, this is our guy, Sheldon is our guy. I got left out there. I didn't get the money that I was supposed to get on the Sprite, and then Sprite never hired me no more because they felt like I was too expensive. And so for me, it was just like, if I had the camp in my corner, wouldn't have that
LeBron team.
Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't have that situation.
Okay, so
I'm giving y'all some juice. Like people, I don't tell. Like people don't like they don't know this type of stuff.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, wow, you giving it up.
I was like, oh, he's
real.
Okay, so
I love it though.
Thing. What's I mean, you said you were a serious actor, so I kind of want to know like maybe some other projects you've been in, or maybe more so important. What's next for you? Like, what are you looking to get into?
Y'all just checking to make. I think my son went to the restroom. Okay. All right. So
he said, "Let me go be a dad."
We were able to film a movie. No, it's cool. We were able to film a movie called Black Skin.
Okay.
During quarantine, went to Minnesota It's a very important movie because it's dealing with the police murders. Mainly Philando Castile, but on the hill, we filmed it on the hills of George Floyd.
Okay.
So to go to Minnesota and to work on a project of this magnitude, this cultural relevance was very important. And it's the first time actually that I'll be leading a film. I've worked on a lot of projects, but I never led anything. As far as like, TV series or whatever, never was the lead guy. So
number one on the call sheet.
Yeah, so it's important. I love the fact that this was the message for me to whatever the first time I'm leading the film, that this is what it's about. And it's ironic that American Skin just came out, but we come up with something different with this.
Right. When you said Black Skin, I was like, wait, didn't they that's what just came out, right? I was thinking about the other movie. But no.
Yeah. So I just, it's ill synchronicity at times with this Hollywood stuff. And also, people be jacking too. You know what I mean? So,
I was thinking about that too. How people were jacking you,
Yeah, people do be jacking. I dissed Cassidy a few years back.
I wanted to bring that up. I'm glad you brought it up. I wanted to bring that up. I wanted to.
Yeah, but jacking my mixtape cover, man, and the title. Like, come on, fam. You out here but dudes be doing that. But we all borrow in some sort of way, but I do feel like there's a fine line and there's a certain level of professionalism in that. But I don't know, American Skin, we had already named it Black Skin. It was hashtag Black Skin, and we filmed it in September. And then American Skin just dropped. So, I mean, I don't know. But regardless of, we still dropping Black Skin. It's going to come out, and it's an important movie, probably, as I feel like a lot of people think American Skin is an important movie.
It's funny, like everybody on this Zoom thing, everybody, like I mentioned last week, has been an actor in one of my plays, including my man Sheldon. That's actually how I met him, through my man Flicks. Shout out to Flicks. And I wanted a character to stand out for my play, one of my plays, and he sent me Sheldon, and Sheldon just came through, so cool, and did the show, and did his thing. And I remember it was I think it was the Saturday night show where I think he was playing ball earlier that day. You had to go to the hospital right before the show. Oh my goodness,
crazy, bro. So appreciate you for putting. That's the only I came up in theater, 8th grade through the 12th grade doing theater.
Same here.
So that was the first time that I anybody, you paid us, paid us a couple bucks for it. So I was like, all right, cool, like a little professional play. So, in between all these movies and commercials and stuff I've done, that's the only play that I really did, since back in the day, whenever I was like a kid doing plays, and it was really fun. It was great to be on set. But yeah, that situation was wild because I was playing basketball and I was cooking too, bro. I had like 18 points in the first quarter.
He's a professional basketball player too, though. He be cooking all over the
real.
Country,
so my man, so the dude guarding me was hating. He was hating and he poked me in the face, and he caught me in the eye, but his fingernail split my eyelid. So I'm like, oh shit. So I left. I had to leave the game. And then I'm like, shit, I'm over here at the Torrance Emergency. You know how the ER be, that shit take forever. So I'm over here, I got to get my eyelid stitched, like right in the crease, like 4 joints. And I'm like, yo, I got to get over here to this play. I don't know how my face going to look whenever I get out of here. So I'm just like, man, but you know what? If I made it just in time.
Man, just in time.
Texting me. So the only thing, I don't know if you ever peeped this, I didn't drop a line the whole time we filmed, but that day on the way back, I was so stressed out. Bro, I smoked a blunt. I never smoked before the plays because I was like, I don't want to be spaced out.
Yeah.
I'm over here, and I'm driving. My nerves is bad, man. I smoked this blizzard. I'm like, oh shit. I just smoked the blunt. And I was like, I gotta do the play. And then I'm over here like, I should be good. I dropped one line, and it kind of cut the scene about a third short.
Yeah, you got a good memory. I remember little things like
that. Yo, so but I'm a stay in character and I'm gonna play it through. And and the girl you had playing my love interest was a good actress. But whenever we got to the back, she let me have it. She was like, don't you ever do that. Don't you ever do that again to me. I was like, my bad. I guess
she's such a sweetheart too.
Smoking blunt. You know what I'm saying? Like she was like the only reason. She was like the only reason I'm not mad at you is because I know you just went to the hospital. I'm like, dang, cut a nigga some slack.
I'm dead.
So because you talking about acting, one of your, which probably some may say could be, I don't know if it's your biggest gig, but Shameless. Like I'm sure interviews you've done, people talked about how you got the Shameless. Like how did you land the Shameless gig, and how was it impactful in terms of like your career and trajectory?
It's my favorite job to date, on the sense that it's between Shameless and Game Shakers, right? With the Shameless, I did nine episodes, but the thing is, the show has been so critically acclaimed and so successful. I mean, they're in their final season after 11 seasons, and
that's unheard of.
They just called me to like re-up for some old shit they did because they wanted to use some old scenes that I did. So it's the most respected thing I think I've done thus far as an actor. How I got it was I went in auditioning just like all the other auditions. I really only had a couple lines. I think I said I think my initial thing was like, "Hey baby, what's up? You good? Come here."
Yeah, that was it,
right? So
I was like,
the point.
Hey, but I was like, man, I done did this shit about 1,000 times in the bed, so I was good. So I came in. I came in my tank top, you know what I mean? I was flexing. I did my joint, and I honestly, before I left, I was at Warner Brothers. I had just hopped on the 101, and my agent called me and was like, they want you for Shameless. I was like, I just left. Like, they still was seeing other people. And they was like, nah, you the one. So I was like, all right, cool. That's what's up. And then that broke the ice for me. And then they kept calling. They called me back, and they liked me. And honestly, I probably would have stayed on Shameless for maybe even the rest of the remaining series. But the girl that was playing my girlfriend asked off the show when we came back to season 5, and it directly affected me. And had me, basically they moved us to Indiana. So, and that was basically kind of how that storyline ended. But yeah, it was a lot of there's a lot of that fanfare. Those people love Shameless. And, I got to experience some of that fanfare. We went to Chicago to film, so filming on location in a major TV show was awesome. Going to Warner Brothers on a regular basis, they, going into the fitness center as an employee and all of that at Warner Brothers. Like, that stuff was great, man. It was 2014, and I had been grinding pretty hard up until then. And honestly, that was the job that I was like, all right, cool. I'm done playing basketball overseas.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I was like. I'm like a real actor. You know what I mean? I've accomplished cool. So I was like, I'm good. I don't got to go back overseas.
Yeah.
And they ain't had nothing to do with basketball. So for me, I love it because that's what kind of really got me started.
How was it working with Kel Mitchell on on Game Shakers? Because your Rufus character was funny, yo. That was a hilarious stuff.
Keenan and Kel.
Yeah, Keenan and Kel. Yeah.
Kel, that joint was wild, bro. Because I grew up watching them, and then I had put my son on. We had old on his iPad. He had Keenan and Kel shows and Good Burger and stuff. So when I went to the table read, I sat next to Kel, and it was just so surreal to be in Nickelodeon Studios, and I'm sitting down, and Kel is here. This is part of his big comeback. You know what I mean? Kel he caught fire right after that. Mm-hmm. So it was amazing to see somebody kind of be in celebrity obscurity, and the humility that he had and the work ethic that he had as he was bringing himself back into the mix. It meant a lot, and he always showed me so much love. He did drops
he was
for
determined
me.
To make that comeback.
Album. hella determined, but also like you could tell like he wasn't gonna mess the second run up.
Mm-hmm.
And I just liked how he treated people. I like how he treated me. And plus, just being on set every day with Kel, like I realized how talented this guy is. Like I don't even think the word like Keenan and Kel is cool, but I don't think people really know. Like Kel Mitchell is freaking talented, man. Like this dude can dance, he can rap, he can sing. Sometimes I would look at him and it would be like Martin Lawrence. And sometimes I would look at him and it's Eddie Murphy. And we just like it was just nonstop, bro. And we laughed so much on that set. We laughed so much.
You said rapping.
Shameless for what?
I just keep thinking
like maybe think of that old immature song when he was rapping as Ed. Watch me do my thing. That's my shit.
He had a deal. Yo, he had a deal with Interscope. Like Kel had a rap group and had a deal with Interscope. Like people don't know that. And like all that dancing and all that stuff. And even on our show, he played a rap he played a rap billionaire, you know, crazy rap billionaire guy.
Yeah.
And all of them songs, like he got in the studio and rapped them.
Yeah.
He rapped them, and he would all them dance moves like they choreographed, and he did that. Like it wasn't no body double. Like he did all that dancing, he did all the rapping on that joint, and he passed it off. It was like legit.
Hey, so
that dude was super talented. I love Kel.
Give me a second. I'm recording. I'm about to restart again. All right. So, hold on. Give me like two sec.
Gotcha. You know, I was also on Shameless.
For real?
Yeah, I was in the background playing basketball. One of them central cast teams. It was one of my favorite sets I've ever been on.
Because that was one of the moments I had for me, because when I first came out to LA, I worked some background jobs and stuff. And so I used to always be on set like, dang, like how can I say lines? Like how can I get on set and say lines? Like I know I got it. And then so when I got on Shameless, we had this scene in the city. We filmed at a city hall in LA. And I think we had about 150 background performers. And there was a moment where it's me and Lip, and we standing on the sill in City Hall, and I just look around, just like, dog, all these background is watching me. They here for this scene with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, it was just one of the moments, like, just like, dang, like, what's surreal? Like, yo, look where I came from. Like, I used to ask about this.
Mm-hmm.
And here I am, and I'm looking at all these background performers, and I was like, I never forget being one of them. And so, you know, like I can make sure, you know, I speak to some people or whatever, talk to people, you know, thank them whenever we get done doing the scene. And at that time, I think that was the first time I had a body double. And I was just like, yo, like I done came up, nigga, like I got a body double.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, man, they done painted this nigga dark skin. Like he's dressed just like me.
They painted him dark skin.
Man, he was light skinned, but they had my man's in blackface, and I was like, "That's for me, son. That's for me."
Wait, what?
And he didn't even do the stunts, because I gotta do my own stunts, bro. I'm good. I do my own stunts. But he came back later on another show, and one of the OG actors was like, "Man, let him do his stunt, man. It's okay." And I was like, I do my own stunts, bro. And he was like, nah, just let him do it. It's all right. And then so he did it. I didn't really love how it came out exactly, but that was my claim to fame. I was like, yo, I made it, bro. I'm a body double that got a body double. I'm like, nigga,
that's the goal.
So Sheldon, tell us a little bit more about your life as a single dad.
A life as a single dad.
Yes.
Hello, beautiful lady.
Hello.
Who's this lady? I don't know her.
I'm Imani, one of the co-hosts.
She's been hiding. Back.
I've been in the cut listening.
Y'all need to stop hiding her.
She hides herself. She hides herself.
As a single dad, man, you know what? I got 3 kids, but my son is 14. and we have a really close bond. I've had custody of my son since he was.
Hold on, who's the third kid? I know. Your son Solomon is Sage, right? Sage is your daughter, right?
Yeah, I have another baby daughter, little baby daughter named Charlotte. Yeah.
Have you posted her up yet? I don't be on Facebook much.
I mean, a little something, but I definitely, I have not been nearly as public with my little baby like I was with my older two children.
Sheldon, the sniper, I love the legendary sniper.
I love her the same. I love her the same. You know what I mean? It's just circumstances is a little different. So I just not super public with that one like that. But I love my daughter. I don't have every once in a while I'll post her or something like that. But my situation and relationship with Sage and Solomon is different, and plus they're a bit older as well. And I mean, Solomon is 14. It's a few years down the road, and he's out of the house, and he's the one. I have custody of him. You know what I mean? Like I have visitation with my other two kids, but I've been taking care of this kid since he was 2. I mean, we're just riding right now, reminiscing on all kind of things back in the day. Yeah, so I don't know. What do you want to know about, raising kids or being a single
How's it trying to navigate through the industry as a single dad, knowing that, morals and things like that, and to try to get this money and knowing you got kids to feed? Like, how's it, like, how does being a dad, like, affect your hustle, navigating through the industry?
Well, I think it really affects it more on the strength that I'm an independent entrepreneur, so it takes a certain level of balance. It's important. It takes balance because you have to have this family time, and you got to have, your time with your kids. And so also it was important for me. I wanted my kids to be exposed to this industry to a certain extent. So Solomon spent lots of time at Nickelodeon Studios, at Burbank Studios, in the dressing room. He was at the premieres. He was at a lot of events incorporated for me. I thought it was a dream job because it was like my second childhood. But here I am. I got a kid at the time. He's 8, 9, 10 years old, and his dad is a star on Nickelodeon. So I want him at everything. I brought him to we hitting the orange carpet. We doing all of that stuff. So it was important.
That's the inspiration for him right there.
Yeah, exactly. Because for me,
growing up, see, like my dad doing it, I can do it.
Exactly. Growing up in North Carolina, I wanted to have success so I could show people from where I came from that you could be successful. So here I am. I got offspring. I want my kids to know that they can achieve whatever it is, and I support them in that. So Solomon's done some commercials himself. Yeah. Sage lives in Charlotte, but whenever she was in LA, she does some auditions, and she'll probably get in front of the camera some more later. I'm sure Charlotte will do the same as well because she's already done a couple auditions herself. So yeah, but I don't force it on them, but it's part of my life, and so I incorporate them in it. Whenever I was doing body double stuff and we was flying to Miami, I got a lot of family in Miami. I would give up my business class flight so I could get 2 coach tickets so my son could fly with me. And so we fly to Miami, and my aunt watch him while I'm on set doing my thing. Maybe he comes around or whatever, or maybe I hire a nanny to bring him on set so he can meet Steph Curry, or he can meet James Harden, or he can meet LeBron James. Because it was important, like, hey, I'm in this environment, but I want this. I want my son to see how this feels. I want him to see that Steph Curry is a real person. I want him to see James Harden as a real person. You want to play basketball? These are the biggest guys in the game, biggest names in the game. And whenever you see him, are you impressed? How do you feel? They human. They human, just like you are. And you can achieve what they've achieved. And so for me, it's always been important for me to have success. So then also my kids can hopefully feel like there are things that they dream about is attainable as well.
Yes.
How's your relationship with your kids' mothers and stuff? And how's it the balance of co-parenting? Has it been rocky? Is it usually be smooth? How has it? I got a 3-month-old son now. So, and me and my son mother not together, and we decided that before she had him, and it gets in the way because in the beginning I was able to see him every day, but like over the last month or so, I'm gonna see him like maybe once a day, sometimes every other day. I only could probably see him a few hours, and man, that shit could eat at a motherfucker, man. Because man, he's like you just want to be around him, and it's like
it's tough. Co-parenting can be tough. I got different situations. At this time, I worked through a lot of the hard stuff with Solo's mom. Spent a ton of money in court on legal fees. I went to court a whole lot. You know what I mean? So I learned the rough way with that one. Sage, I got a great relationship with her mother. It's cool. This new one, I'm kind of like jaded. I don't know. I'm kind of like I done been through so much shit with Solo. And I'm so peaceful with Sage's mom. I just kind of like I don't know. I've just been here before, so I don't allow myself to get so stressed out about things. She's a first time mom, and so everything has so much weight to her. But I'm like, I've been here, done this before, so I allow my experience to kind of keep me calm and to allow me to, process and get through that without it being too tumultuous or anything like that. Right. But it's because it's been a trial, I really fought very hard to keep my son and take care of him all these years, and so I've learned a lot through that process. And so yeah.
All right, that's beautiful, man. But I gotta ask this now. Technically, this is a dating show. We've had single dads on here. We've had actors on here. I don't think we've had on any single dad actors. So if you could talk about, what it's like trying to date not only as a single dad but as an actor. Maybe some horror stories. I don't know.
I mean, right now, like after having my third kid, I don't date. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like dating got me into this situation. I'm retired.
No, dating didn't get you in the situation.
Yeah. So
that's 6'7" dark chocolate sniper over here.
I'm mostly retired now. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to get there, dog. I'm about to be 36. I'm trying to get there. But still, it's not that easy, and it's hard being a unique guy. It's like not everybody.
It's hard to be a hoe. We get it, JT. We get it.
Is it hard with a hoe? I don't hoe like I used to.
I don't know if it was hard being a hoe. I mean, it just is what it is. But
did I hear that?
It's hard literally being a hoe, but it's very easy to be a hoe. Very easy.
I'm not sure I don't understand what that question means.
Hoes are winning though, man. Hoes winning, and they see a brother with they're like LeBron body double. Ooh.
Well,
no, hoes were winning. Hoes were winning up until 2019.
Well, for me, it was never real. Like, okay, sex is cool. Sex is great, right? But I've met a lot of great people, and I think who I am and my diverse life and traveling is putting me in contact with a lot of beautiful and just talented women, right? And so being single, it helped. I feel like it really helped kind of bring things full circle and helped enhance a lot of situations. I'll give you an example, right? Okay, I'm out in Taiwan playing basketball on Green Island in Taiwan, a remote location. And here I hit it off with a Red Bull rep from Latvia. You know what I mean? And we have a great night in Taiwan. You know what I mean? And I could have just spent this shit, I could have spent this shit hanging out with the homies at the hotel. But instead, like it was a whole nother thing. And we seen all the island and did all these other different things. And so,
you traveling the world, you gotta get you some Taiwan poom, man. You gotta get you some European. Well, I don't do European, but you gotta get you some South African. You gotta get you some.
James talks himself short. He said, I don't do European.
He said, whoa. It's all part of the cultural experience. You know what I mean?
I don't blame you. You know, if I know I'm only going to fucking India one time, I see this badass India joke with a little plump little booty. I'm like, hey, come here.
So for me, it's experiences. So an example, all right, because we grown, right? It's a grown show. So I was in Paris, right? I'm playing basketball in Paris.
I
would say basketball more so than entertainment and acting. I don't know. Anyway, we're in Paris. I'm balling. I don't even think I played even that great actually. But there was this really beautiful. She was from some African country, right? She was like this, just bad, like spoke French, everything.
Oh,
was she
chocolate?
Yeah, she was like a brown caramel joint. You know what I mean?
Ooh, baby,
it's bad. It was a summertime in Paris. We out here balling of our lives. Yo, so she invited me over to the crib. So I'm like, yo, I'm about to go see what this Paris shit talking about. So I go over here. I'm hanging out with her in Paris, and she doing French shit. And so I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. And then so we smashed and everything. And then she was like, take a shower, like do shower, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, go take a shower. And
shall we?
Yeah, we hop in the shower and she washes me, son. Like my whole body, head to toe. The royal penis is clean. And I'm just like, you don't get this anywhere in the world, son. You gotta come to Paris for this shit.
I
can only imagine her too. She's looking at this little chocolate sculpture, like.
No.
Is that what you're thinking about? Is that what you're thinking about, JT?
She lathered me up, son.
I'm a writer. I always get in the mind of a woman and a man character, so.
Nah, it was cool, man. So I was able to capitalize on a lot of that. But now at this point in my time, in my life, I'm a lot more reserved and just focused on getting to the biggest bag that I've ever got in my life, man. Honestly, we've done a lot of things and a lot of time that was important for me. Well, wow. But you can't.
You travel the world, Sheldon. So
I have.
So here's a real question. I'm gonna get you off on this. Do you feel a man can actually, especially life you live, you feel like a man can actually settle down and get married? And are you ready? Yes. Do you think you're ready to settle down and get married?
Yes, I do believe that men can settle down. For a long time, I thought that my way of thinking is how most men thought, or most men aspire to, do what I was doing, do how I've been, whatever the case may be. But it's not the case. It's not the case. And then also, as you get older and you get more mature, the things that you want should be different than the things that you wanted when you were younger.
Very true.
And I think that's part of growth. That's part of maturity and the ability to say no, to turn certain situations down, to focus on certain things. I've achieved a lot in my life, but at the same time, there's certain things that I still haven't achieved. All right. So what can I do? What should I put down? What should I stop in order to get to where I really want to get the things that I want to get? What do I need to do? What should I do?
Do you feel like a queen could actually be? Because look at it like this, Sheldon. Because I'm in the world of wanting to heal and things like that, and to give revelations and stuff. And I look at it like this: like you had it all. You probably could still get the ladies and go overseas and things like that and stuff like that. And it's like you said what?
I'm
yeah.
Yeah, I can get.
But here's the thing, though. You probably
whatever.
But you always probably going to be prime time, though. So where it comes to the point where you feel like, all right, maybe I need that balance. So you could be prime time still, but look at it like this. What if that balance with a solid woman could be with it? You need to elevate you to that next level to where you get that.
Exactly. So I've achieved all of this on my own, right? Mostly on my own, like quote unquote, right? Yeah. I've done a lot of this with no real partner. You know what I mean? I've had them from time to time, whatever, but nobody that I was ever dedicated with. But at the same time, I think it takes a very special person and a unique person to deal with somebody like me. But I believe that they're here. I believe that they're out there. I've come across a couple, but at the times in my life, I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared. And so,
do you feel you ever be
knowing
ready?
that, and yes, yeah, 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 for sure.
Are you ready now?
Because I do a lot of, yeah, I am.
With all the
Are you sure?
all that. I'm telling you, to
sure?
Yeah. I am for sure. Like,
He's
you
gonna
had this
pop up
conversation maybe like
at any time. That's
I've
true.
been getting there. I've been getting there for a while. But like, okay, maybe a few months ago we had this conversation. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready for her, but I'm still down, I catch, we can get it popping somewhere, somehow, you know what I mean? Whatever. Now, I just don't really care. You know what I
Thing
mean? I
is that
just
I'm
don't care
tired.
to have that.
That's usually
That
when
is
it
the word
happens,
that
though, when
keeps
you're
coming.
not
Yo,
looking for
no,
it.
that's the word that keeps coming to mind. I'm fucking tired. I'm tired.
I'm
Like,
tired. I'm tired.
yeah, it's just like, I'm tired of chasing joints. I'm tired of,
Yeah, no,
you know
for
what I
real.
mean? I'm just
Why
like,
you say it like
He
that?
said, I'm tired of Jason joint.
I'm tired of random smashing. You know what I mean? I'm tired, like, yeah, like, nah, I don't.
Like
Women
we
don't
started the
understand
conversation.
That is.
It's like we started the conversation before when you were talking about the contracts. You ready for the stability? Cuff this man up.
Sure.
For the commitment and the stability.
It's me, nigga.
That's a fact.
For the commitment and the
only thing-
stability, you ready for it.
Oh my
I've been
God.
doing all this by myself for a long time, man, and I definitely I want a partner. I even feel to a certain extent I need a partner. You know what I mean? Like
I think you do
really
too.
share
That's my
with
boy.
and to
I've
do
known
that.
you for a long time.
Cause I've been doing this shit for bad long, man. It like for me, like I'm like shit. How much more I could come up with I could keep coming up with crazy different stories and shit like that, but like what does that do for me, like in the long run, other than my life, adding these different experiences, like, all right, what can I get? What else? And then what else can I get my kids? At this time, my son is 14 years old, but shoot, I got two little girls coming up in the world now too. So even how I feel about playing around and doing all of that change is
Right.
different because
Of course.
I'm also
Especially
like
you got daughters.
I'm responsible for two little girls.
Especially when you have
You know what I'm saying? And so how do I want to play it? And what type of person do I look like to them? And should I look like to them? It's important. And if you care as a parent, if you care as a person, you're going to improve and you're going to develop. And that's just, that's where I'm at.
When is a man? Cause I want to ask this too, because I want to get to the ladies too. We got school the ladies in there. When is the man, just like ready to stop? Just because sometimes women don't understand men and understand that, because they be like, how can a man do this when he got a woman like this and she does this and does shit and does that? And a lot of times women don't get it because they're not men. So where is it a point where a man is just like, you feel like a man is like ready to just like, you know what? I'm chilling. I'm tired of fucking. Or do you feel like men ever get to that point? Because you can stop wanting to fuck, but then another fine joint come along, and then you like, damn, I know I'm saying, but damn, because it's beautiful women everywhere.
I think you'll probably always maybe feel some type of urge, but if you're with the right partner and you have the right mindset, you're just not going to go there. And I don't think that you have to go there. And I think there are plenty of instances with men that are faithful, that love their wives, and take care of business. And I do believe that. I mean, as much as I've done and chicks out and kicked it with and all of that, I still believe it. I still believe it, I know it to be true, and I know it to be something that I'm capable of myself. Because I know anything that I put my mind to, I'm able to accomplish and I'm able to achieve. That's not something that I cared about as much before. So anything that I care about, I'm going to get it done. And then if you get into a situation and I don't know if you've broken enough hearts, like it's something that you don't want to feel and you don't want to have on anybody else. And if somebody is really there and is committed their life to you and is, dedicated to you, and you've already kind of been through this road before, like you're gonna be an idiot if you keep going through the same shit.
Yeah, but sometimes we chase that flesh, man. It's hard. We say we tired, but then that flesh a lot of us ain't mentally strong enough to stop that flesh.
Yeah,
well, then you're gonna have to be.
What I was gonna ask, like, what is that click? You know, like how some men, you know, you have your player days, and then you're finally like, I want to settle down. And we talked about like
clicks you need.
Okay, I was gonna be like, what is it? A mix of like maturity on the man's part and finding the right woman
that's what he just said. Y'all ain't listening.
No, I'm listening. No.
Cairo, that's so funny.
I know what you're trying to ask, though. I know what you're trying to ask.
I do believe that it's something that does click.
Thank you.
She's asking already. What clicked with you?
What clicked? Thank you. Y'all let me finish my question.
Yeah, I told Imani, I get exactly what you're saying. Like you said, you're ready now. You know what I mean? So like what exactly, you know, and you're how old are you, dear?
37.
Okay, right. Usually probably around that age. Yeah. I'm 45. So for me, sometimes I don't necessarily understand when guys are ready, and I commend you for saying what you said and saying that you would be faithful. What makes you say that now? What clicked for you to be like, I could, if I found the right person, I could be faithful with her? Because for me as a 45-year-old woman, I feel like, not that I know men, but I would find it hard to believe that you would always be faithful.
One, I have a heart. You know what I mean? I do have a heart. And I do realize that I've had some good opportunities and some good situations before. And kind of seeing a lot of things, it really was this past year. I had a lot of my life that was normal to me stripped from me due to life circumstances. And so it caused me to do a lot of reflecting, self-reflection. Why are you in this situation? Why are you in this position? Never mind what's going on in the world, but in making an excuse or whatever. But why are you, Sheldon Bailey, here now? And how do you feel? And what's missing? And okay, if this is missing, what do you want? And well, how do you get what you want? And so whenever I'm going through this process, I think it probably took me losing a lot for me to really come to real grips with myself and be honest about all right, cool. Let me analyze what needs to change and what needs to improve in my life. And this kind of was in the time, there have been times of loneliness. Well, I want a partner. What do you need to do to get a partner? What kind of partner do you want? All right, I know what kind of partner I want. Well, and we'll go get her and chill out.
What kind of partner do you need, though?
He probably said that with all this muffling and stuff.
I know, you probably said there's
I need somebody ambitious.
You need somebody that's what? Ambitious? You said ambitious, open-minded, understanding?
Open-minded understanding is about the same thing. Hey, I need somebody that's sexual. Like, let's keep it 100. Like, I need somebody that's sexual. Am I freezing still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Let me go down.
Wherever you at. I mean, you did go through a whole voyage during this whole interview, so.
Sheldon, if you don't mind me asking, what are, now that we've been through everything with 2020, what are some of your goals for 2021? Hi, were you able to hear me?
I want to sell a script. Like my number one professional goal. is I want to sell the project. I'm ready for. I would like to learn the new TV series. I want to probably get a new place to live, honestly. And I mean, those are kind of like the main things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheldon,
it gives me enough to work on and work towards.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think that's a solid list. It's a solid list.
Yeah, thank you.
That's great. Keep you busy all year.
Sheldon, we're gonna let you go, brother, man. We appreciate it. That last part was a little muffly. I'm gonna edit that shit and find some way. That was the main part. I feel like the ladies wanted to hear, and they had it muffled right there. I guess it wasn't meant for you to hear it, for them to hear it, you know.
yeah, man. You know what I mean? I'm off the market, kid.
It's only meant for one lady to hear. When you find her, you'll tell her.
Exactly. You say you're off the market now?
That's a fact. Yeah. Early though.
Okay, that's a step right there. You claim her publicly. Yeah. Okay, that's a step.
I'm so confused. Okay.
So you have somebody right now that you're thinking of?
No, he said he has somebody.
Yeah, I have somebody that I like a lot, and I agree that it's
good. That's a blessing.
For sure. That's this guy right here. Yeah.
All right, Sheldon. Well, I want to thank you again for this conversation.
Yeah, I can follow the man right here, Big Sheldon Bailey. He got another IG. You know, any shout outs?
Yo, stream Shel Bailey music, man. It's Shel on now. Play my music. Shit is fire. Crazy Joey, music, man. So that's it. I
jammed the money out.
And I'm out.
All right, Sheldon, man. God bless you, brother, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheldon.
Yo. Word.
All right. That was dope.
Yeah,
that was great.
Can we do we still need to go back to the beginning and finish that little part, or what do you want to do?
Shanti and Keisha Cole, who do you got?
Ashanti.
I don't care at this point. I just want the match to happen.
I love both of them.
When you did care, who did you want?
Before they kept canceling, rescheduled.
I think I still didn't care. I think I still didn't care. I was just like, I just knew it was going to be lit.
Wasn't Keisha Cole's mother substance abuse? Is she still on substance abuse?
Girl, I don't know. I'm not the one to ask.
Cole's mama a crackhead or something?
Yeah, we'll find out.
She was pretty heavy.
Okay, so if her mom is still a substance abuse user, I want Keisha Cole to win because I'm gonna go for the underdog.
Is Keisha Cole the underdog though?
Oh wait, wait. Keisha Cole is a Delta. I'm gonna root for her because we love the Reds.
Keisha Cole is a Delta?
Yeah, did I get that?
I never knew that. But you know what? I can tell you one thing. There's gonna be a lot of women in their feelings after this. I'm gonna tell you that much because between "Rain on Me" and "Love" and all these different broken-hearted love songs they got, there's gonna be a lot of dudes getting fussed out in their relationships, and I'm gonna tell you that right now.
And half of them gonna take them right back. But so yeah,
that's just how it works. We just go through, I have those moments sometimes. We all do. But yeah, no, Ashanti completely. Keisha Cole, she got vocals. I think she has better vocals, but Ashanti has a better catalog, I think, in my personal opinion. So we gonna see.
So it's just a better catalog because you can sing with the songs.
She has catchier songs. Keisha Cole has a lot of ballads in it, but
Ashanti it was K Michelle. That's who I was thinking of. Never mind.
You mixed Keisha Cole. Yeah, they do look alike.
I get confused sometimes.
They do.
I'm about to say Keisha Cole's too. Yeah, you can't see Keisha Cole sitting there smiling, throwing one of the little signs up and shit like that. Like
the Delta though, low key, I can see that.
She was like, she'll two-piece of motherfucker. Like, fuck you, Data, the Delta.
Shoot, K Michelle will probably be more ratchet than Keisha is.
What is a hot topic for you? What's something that was like? What is a hot topic like? Relationship-wise, something that you might want to speak on, Cairo, Imani, and Kristine.
Actually, something I will bring up is dating during the pandemic, right? Because I've had this conversation with a couple of people that, it's a pandemic. We're not really supposed to be seeing each other, even though there's ways to FaceTime and whatnot. But the general consensus that I've gotten is that women are taking this pandemic as a sign to like, okay, not messing with no niggas. Like for ones who were already single beforehand and didn't have somebody, right? Not gonna mess with anyone. Don't really care about the apps. Just doing me, whatever. Guys, on the other hand, we don't care if it's blazing fire outside, if it's a blizzard. Like at the end of the day, we trying to do something. You know what I'm saying?
But you guys have always you guys have always been like that.
Right.
And I think that's probably why women are like, no. So that you can give yourself a minute to reflect, like Sheldon said, of what do you need? Do you know what I mean? Because it's a pandemic. So do you need her and then her?
Right.
And then her?
Niggas ain't reflecting.
And then
and you know, I had this conversation with a friend of mine who happens to be a Pisces, and she responded in a very Pisces way. She was like, you know what, Cairo? I think you're just lonely. Because you've been inside. And I'm like, you're very right. I'm not in a rush to have a girlfriend right now. I'm not really in a rush to really go on any serious dates, but like, I'm someone who likes to have multiple adventures, so to speak, right? There's got to be somebody that I'm talking to. Like, I'm someone who likes to be intellectually stimulated, specifically if I'm talking to a girl. So not really trying to have a date.
Are you doing that? Are you doing that?
I mean, there are people. I mean, I talk to a lot of my friends right now. I'm not really tripping off too many girls. But you know, there's some people that I have conversations.
Ever since I had my son, shit don't bother me as much from women like it used to. Like, there's used to be shit they used to just like, he used to just get under my skin, or I just be like even if a woman be like girl be like, well, she want to block me or not fuck with me, or just I'll be like, I don't care. You probably fuck with some nigga who's gonna lie to you anyway. So go ahead, do what you do. You know, I don't trip. It don't bother me, and I be thinking it will. And then I'd be like, I get off the phone or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, that kind of sucked, but oh well, whatever. Because it's different when you got a son. And for the first time, I actually got somebody in life that it's always happy when they see me. That makes a big difference.
Yeah.
That's cute.
That makes a big difference. Every time he sees me, even if I see him for a day or two, he busts out the biggest smile. He's always laughing, unless he's hungry. Other than that, he's not crying.
Hey, man, enjoy that now, because when he turns 16...
It ain't gonna always be like that.
That's cool.
Like, fuck you, Dad.
But it's like shit don't bother me as much like it used to, you know? Because I ain't gonna lie.
Growth.
Yeah, I want to talk about real quick.
Can I just add on to like that what Cairo's saying? I get it that you're not tripping, right? And I get it. Like for me, I'm 45. I'm divorced, of course, but I would love to have a significant other. I'd love to be with a man, but the truth is I'm trying to buy a house. Okay. So I'm looking for the right land in the right area. So I'm not even looking for a man because I don't even know where I'm going to live. Okay. So there's certain things like what Sheldon says, like when you're ready, you're ready. But as I'm taking the steps to do everything that I need to do, like you said, you guys pop up everywhere. You know what I mean? Yeah. Last night I was driving Lyft and I dropped off somebody that I met that was a very good looking person. They left their phone in my car. I had to bring their phone back to their house. We both smoke weed. So they smoked me out as a tip. Well, wouldn't you know, I'm not even looking for a man. Wouldn't you know? As I pulled up to their house, I said, hey, haven't I dropped you off before? He probably knew he's been in my car. My car is very...
I was going to say he left the phone there on purpose.
Do you know what I mean? He probably knew. But of course, I'm not looking for a man. But we chatted again and officially exchanged phone numbers. Do you know what I mean?
That was a smooth brother right there. I never thought that. He's thrown in the
No.
Oh my goodness! I'll try that one.
But the thing is he left it in the lift months ago, 6-7 months ago. And I picked him up last night. I was like, oh, how you doing? He probably knew it was me. I didn't know it was him. But he probably knew it was me by the car. He's like, holy shit, I got this driver again. Talking, and he's being very sweet until I pulled up to his house. And as I was pulling up, I'm like, hey, I've been here before. And then I pulled up to his house and I was like, hey, aren't you the guy who left your phone in my car? And he's like, no kidding. But the truth is I'm not looking for somebody. I'm not looking for anybody. But he made it happen to pop up.
Yeah, I've learned to just kind of let it happen at this point.
Yeah. You do have to just let it happen. We know what, I feel like we know what we need. And a lot of times we don't until we, do you know what I mean? Until sometimes we have to reach a certain age or reach a certain maturity level to
I think for me, it's also like, I've got this thing with momentum, right? Like I said before, opportunity. So when I meet someone that's like very smart, they're witty, they're beautiful, yada yada yada, and I've sensed all that. I'm like, okay, I gotta get to know this person now. But then like pandemic happens, or that person gets busy, and yada yada yada. And then I'm sitting there like, all right, now I just gotta forget it.
You don't have to know them right now.
Yeah,
you have plenty of time to get to know
right now.
That's kind of when love happens, when you least expect it, when you're not like kind of up in arms about it. That's when it happens kind of more organically. I honestly didn't know dating was different during the pandemic, because even though clubs were closed, people were still finding a way to get it in or meet up or whatever they had to do. So I honestly
didn't. They are. All you gotta do is call somebody.
I didn't know there was a real difference during the pandemic with the whole dating life, but I guess I could see that, because you're not really meeting many new people as usual.
No, there would be a difference, because if you were dealing with, and this is, people do deal with 2 or 3 or 4 different people during the pandemic, you're going to be like, you know what? I'm only going to deal with one.
So what would make you, is it because you can't go to as many places like the movies or something? Is that why? Because
what would you be doing in a dirty movie? Why the movies? I'm
asking you what you just said, that during the pandemic, people may want to downsize on their Rolodex or whatever, however many people they mess with. What would make them do that? I'm trying to understand, really, because dating has been
because you might have somebody who's a certain way here, and they're good for this purpose. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, there might be sex, but you might have somebody here, whoever's in a probably most likely a better, safer, more comfortable position in the pandemic is where you're going to go. It's a pandemic. You're going to go to the safest, cleanest, best place.
Yeah, so it depends on the person, because a lot of people, as much as we should be taking the pandemic very seriously, a lot of people aren't thinking that deep into it.
You see James without a mask on. He's not taking it seriously.
I just played football earlier.
We know people aren't taking it seriously. He's right here next to me.
And yeah, I told you that girl on my set. I asked her, I was like, when's the last time you got tested? Before yesterday. She's like, a month ago. I'm like, a month?
Yeah.
And I know she'd be out here sometimes. That's why I was like, oh, okay. But all right.
Off the random, I just wanted to say this. I am so happy to see you, Imani. You look so glowy and so angelic. With a little radiant light glowing on you with your white and shit. Like she an evangelist in church, like she the preacher, the pastor's wife and stuff, and she just the evangelist, like Sister Jenkins is going to Pastor Rose. They're like, and you know she big with it. So when she come with the collection plate, they sitting there like, hey yo, I need some money. Give me some money. So she come by, give me some money.
It's good to be back. It feels good.
They're like, she gonna come by us with that collection plate. Get that. Here you go, $1 for you, baby. Yeah.
I don't know if y'all noticed, my throat's still struggling a little bit today, hence my. But yeah, I do.
All right. All right, that was a joke combo, man. My man Sheldon Bailey, he done traveled the world. He done some ish, man.
He's done a lot of stuff.
That nigga was sniping around the world for real.
Smacking around the world. I'm gonna have to check out his music. I got a feeling he got some.
I like Sheldon music. Like last album he dropped back in because Sheldon's like that's my nigga. Like sometimes especially when I had my place in Hollywood, he'll get off set like, yo man, you at the house, man, come through, blaze up some shit. I didn't know he was just starting to smoke at that time, during the play. But he came through, I had little parties and stuff. So Sheldon always been a real one. He always invited me to come on the set too. I just never make. He's like on a Friday, but I would always forget. He's like Friday a lot. I had people on. I never made it to the set.
He had a lot of knowledge. He had a lot of knowledge, and he had a lot of things that he said that to motivate anybody who chooses to listen to this. This is something great that they're going to be able to listen to. When he said he knew he made it because he was. What did he say?
Yeah,
a body double who got his own body double. That's when you know you made it. Child, go ahead, Sheldon Bailey.
That's how I feel every time I do background. I'm like, one of these days, bro, they're gonna be looking at me. I'm not gonna be looking at the person fucking up their lines over here. One of these days.
I feel you.
One of these days. But that's all I got. If nobody else got any other shout outs or things we want to go watch.
Watch Soul if you haven't already.
That movie is so good. Oh my gosh. It gives so many good life lessons.
One Night in Miami is that new film that's on Amazon Prime. I haven't seen it yet, but I know that's supposed
Shout out to Regina King, her first directed.
Shout out to Regina King. Shout out to Gabrielle Union and LA's Finest. I'm actually watching LA's Finest right now.
I saw that.
Well, they canceled it?
They canceled it.
Already?
Yeah, they only did like one season or something.
They only did one season.
That's with her. She was like the spinoff from Bad Boys, right?
Yeah, they got Dwayne Martin in it. I literally just started watching it today. I'm still on the first episode, and it looks okay.
Yeah,
not surprised.
Really?
Not surprised.
Yeah. Right. Another one is Crack.
One more shout out. Shout out to my boy Jerry Walker Jr. Let's hope that he gets that producer's job at Tyler Perry Studios. Shout out to Jerry Walker Jr., y'all.
All right. Shout out to Jerry Walker Jr. What were you saying?
Back to my watch thingy. Crack on Netflix. Make sure you check that out too. It has a very important message.
Which one?
It's called Crack. It's on Netflix. And you'll see them track, the different presidents together, make America great again with Reagan. It's really good. Watch that. Okay. And then Martin Lawrence, of course, special finally came out from like years
All American debut season 3 tonight.
I am not on that show this season.
That's 2020 was hilarious.
You say you're not on it?
Nah, because they the way they did background this year was like they picked a bunch of people and then they carried them the whole season. But I was already on something else, so I couldn't do it. But no, I'll check the show later when it hits Netflix.
That's my shit right there.
Whatever. That is my shit. That's the show I really want to be on. But okay, y'all. I gotta go catch a picture of this sunset before I go crazy. So
yeah, my day's still going, Thank you guys. Follow us, tappin.podcast on IG. You can Facebook us, the Authentic Podcast, Intriguing Nerds. We want to thank you guys. This is our first Zoom. And yes, this is our first Zoom one after that season and second episode in. We want to give a shout out to Big Media Management, Christina Royster, for allowing us this platform on her Zoom. This is her thing. She done us.
Big Media Management.
Yeah, because I don't have the Zoom account to get y'all on or to record it. So she
exactly.
Some shout out to her. She's been
she is amazing.
Okay. Yeah, she's been talking to Amazon Prime, CBS, and all this other stuff too. I'm excited for things to come. So right, baby steps, baby. Any shout outs?
And Vic too.
No, that's it. I'm trying to see the sunset, y'all. Let me go.
All right, cool. JT, Cairo, First Lady Imani Faye, and Kristine Taylor.
Thank you. He's JT.
JT. Thank you for tapping into a podcast, Intriguing Nerds. God bless y'all.
Tap in.
Stay black, y'all.
Stay black, y'all.